CTV News at 6 with Hudson Mack.
Good evening. Thanks for being here. An agreement has now been reached to provide obstetric anesthesia services around the clock at Victoria General Hospital. Funding for the $2.5 million deal between the province and the BC Medical Association comes from unused tax dollars in the physician's master agreement. The changes mean an anesthetist will always be available for high-risk pregnancies, but the agreement comes the same day that anesthesiologists around the province are threatening to withdraw their services because of chronic staff shortages. CTV's Louise Hartland has the story.
Erna Turi is still grieving the loss of her great-granddaughter.
It was horrific. It was one of the worst experiences I've ever experienced.
Erna's granddaughter, Shirley, seen here in a wheelchair outside Victoria General Hospital in August, lost her baby girl, Ava Marie, during childbirth.
At the time when they were trying to get the baby out with the forceps, I had said to the doctor, why are you putting her through this? Why don't you give her a cesarean? She screamed in my face, literally screamed in my face, because I don't have an anesthesiologist.
Erna says Shirley's baby showed signs of distress for 4 hours before doctors decided to perform a cesarean. Then she says it took another half an hour for the on-call anesthesiologist to arrive. Today, the provincial government and the BC Medical Association signed an agreement. A full-time obstetrical anesthesiologist will be available around the clock at 3 BC Level 3 maternity hospitals, including Victoria General. Health Minister Mike de Jong says the $2.5 million agreement means better care for patients. De Jong says it is time for anesthesiologists to come to the table after threatening to withdraw non-urgent surgical procedures. The BC Medical Association says it does not support the action. It is a long-standing dispute over both staffing and compensation, some stemming from the crisis at Victoria General.
98% of our members who responded were in support of a fair and binding process with the government, with the objective of obtaining quality access to care, timely access to care, patient safety, and perioperative efficiency as the goals for that agreement.
The doctors say if negotiations that include a fair binding process are not underway by next April, they will withdraw elective anesthesia services.
It's completely inappropriate and irresponsible to be threatening patients in pursuit of that of those contract objectives, particularly when it's the same group that has refused to participate in the ongoing negotiations that are taking place with the BC Medical Association.
Erna says she is pleased with the decision to fund a full-time anesthesiologist at Victoria General.
I think with what has happened with Ava, something good has come out of it, and this is it. This is, it's a blessing that maybe another baby will be saved.
Although Erna admits for her and her great-granddaughter, the changes come too late. Louise Hartland, CTV News, Oak Bay.